There is the bike. And here is the gravel road. Feels good out here. Hi, this is Brian with Ruin Your Knees, and I wanted to put together this simple introduction to gravel grinder bikes because I'm new to biking myself. Been more of a trail runner and a hiker. And I biked as a kid, and I had a mountain bike, but I haven't used it a lot. But recently, a sort of new type of hybrid bike has become very popular, called a gravel bike. Some people call them gravel grinder bikes or all-road bikes. And essentially what they are is a hybrid between a mountain bike and a road bike. So you get a frame that's similar to a road bike. It's got the drop bars, a lightweight frame, but it's a bit sturdier in terms of the frame, and the riding angle's a little more relaxed for longer rides. And then it generally comes with a wider and oftentimes knobby tire. So this allows sort of the efficiency of a road bike and kind of the fun of, like the speed and responsiveness that you might get on a road bike, but also the ability to go off of smooth surfaces and get on some gravel and maybe even some simple single track. This was interesting to me because I'm not much of a risk taker. So mountain biking for me, I've always been more interested in sort of like green and blue level riding, and I'm mostly just interested in scenery and endurance riding. So these gravel bikes are cool because I've seen people like Anton Krapicka ride the bikes for sometimes hundreds of miles in one go across Colorado or interesting places, just take in a ton of scenery. And the bikes can also generally carry loads like a rack. So people do what's called bike packing, bring some gear like a tent, some food, water, and maybe spend a couple nights out to ride down the forest roads and find a beautiful spot. Other people will even try to go cross country. And you can get into lots of variations off of a gravel bike into more of like an adventure bike that tends to get a little more burly. But I have to say, I've really been enjoying it. I got a Cannondale Topstone, and it's been a fun mix. So I've taken them around town. My wife and I like to ride around town and maybe stop somewhere for some food. That's been more fun than it should be, but also trying to get some serious exercise. I've done a few 50-mile plus rides, which for me that's new, and have tried a mix of forest roads, elevation gain, or just kind of cruising around paved surfaces. And I've found it to be extremely fun and rewarding, and I don't really feel like I'm on the edge of disaster like I have sometimes with mountain biking. I mean, nothing against mountain biking, it's just the way I'm wired is, I guess I'm more of a touring type of person, and the same could be said with running and hiking. I mostly just like to get out and see the scenery. So if that sounds interesting to you, it's definitely something worth looking into. There's some really fun social events that sort of spring up around this, including races or just groups that like to get out and tour. So hopefully that's a good intro. We'll try to link some example bikes in an article and then also in the notes to this video. Thanks for checking us out, and please consider subscribing as we'll try to review more interesting gear in the future, and also maybe touch on some subjects relating to the outdoors, which some people might find inspiring or at least interesting. All right, thanks.